everyone. Welcome to All About Energy. Today, I'm joined with a very special guest, Mercedes, a world renowned astrologer who's done wonderful appearances on Gaia and has helped people all over the world. Welcome, Mercedes.
Hi, Saba. Thank you. Beautiful. So excited to be in your beautiful channel. So
Thank
special, so honored.
Thank you so much for coming. I'm so excited to have this discussion and to talk about, your journey to astrology and perhaps share my story as well. So,
Yeah.
for those that do not know Mercedes, she's actually been in astrology since the age of 15. Amazing.
Yeah. I'll share my story in a sec, very briefly, because I feel it's really connected to yours and well, religion.
Yes, absolutely. What I want to share with the viewers as well is that you're the founder of a wonderful astrology. Would you call it a network, or because it's
I'm
also
trying to build a community, but it is a company and it's my baby, but it is a community that I'm trying to build where I connect the world or the earth with the stars.
oh,
And it's called the Astral Method. And what I'm trying to teach is guide humans through the night sky, through the stars that we see every night, to understand how those stars influence our consciousness and how the sky is a mirror to Earth. And it's literally just opening our eyes to see what's out there, and what we see is a mirror of who we are and of the time frame or the timeline that we're living as in the present moment. So the stars are literally a mirror to our current reality here on Earth. And that's what I'm trying to teach in the Astral Method. As well as now I'm trying to guide people through the astrological transits to experience a deeper connection to the astral realm or to their dreams. So I'm trying to connect astrology with lucid dreaming, as well as practical guidance through your days, through the lunar cycle, so that, well, each one of us understands what we're processing, what we're living, where are we at inside our pattern, inside our grid, how to step outside of that pattern, and how to connect the dots in time and space.
oh, that's so beautiful. It's a very empowering method that I want to share with everyone watching. Is that I have to say thank you so much for all the work you do. I have felt very empowered. I come from a little bit of a background about what astrology is, religiously, or not to. It can kind of be a little taboo. Okay.
Absolutely. It used to be so taboo till, like, I don't know, 5 years ago at least.
Yeah.
So taboo. Yeah. Share
Right.
your story, because I definitely
Well, yeah.
resonate with it a lot.
Well, yeah, I come from a, really, I would say moderate religious, and so I was taught, well, it's kind of taboo to like really go into astrology and to like follow that. And what is it? Look at the future through astrology.
Mhm.
And what a
Yeah, like
beautiful,
esoteric,
and here I am now.
witchcraft.
Yeah. And so what I loved about your reading, because I believe you were actually my first ever reading, is that it
Mhm.
was super empowering, and it just kind of gave me an understanding of like, why am I doing the things that I'm doing now? It wasn't based on like, oh, let me go for an astrology reading because I can't figure things out. It was like, no, Mercedes, you held my hand and you're like, okay, Saba, this is why you're doing the things that you're doing, or this is why you're experiencing what you're experiencing. And so let me sit down with you and talk about what your chart looks like.
Mhm. Because at the end of the day, your chart is just your life map, and it's there to guide you whenever it's needed, whenever we need guidance. And we always need guidance. Like, we always need help. We always need to feel like we know where we're going. Like, we're humans, we're living a 3D experience. We have no freaking clue what we're doing. So we need a map in order to know, okay, this is where I'm at, this is where I come from, this is where I'm going, this is what I need to learn, this is what I need to focus on, these are the people that come to help me to achieve this certain goal. And And it's very beautiful also to look at that map or that pattern or that grid and understand what each person in your life plays, what role they play in that map or in that grid. Because that way you can connect the dots of why that person appeared in my life. Why did I meet this person at this exact moment? Why is this person coming into my life? Or why is this person leaving? What was its purpose? So everything that has to do with a purpose, astrology helps immediately to understand. It gives everything a lot more order. It's like a life organizer. Like it's going to let you know everything about yourself, everything about your past, your present, and your future, because it is just one time in your entire lifetime, which is your birth minute, your birth time, and your birthplace. That exact moment in time and space is the only time that you'll care about in your entire life. And everything is written in your map. And what's most beautiful is that without awareness, that map is there to guide you. Now, when you gain awareness in your life as a conscious human being, or you're aware that you're pure consciousness, then you can be a divine God. Then you become the creator. Now, when you become the creator, the map becomes your playing tool. And then when you become that conscious God, that conscious creator, you use your map as a playground. Okay, so I know I have this. I know I have this tool. I know I have this talent. I know I have this power. So I'm going to combine all of this and create this beautiful trip or this beautiful experience for myself or this beautiful job for myself. So you become the alchemist of your own gold or of your own copper and turn it into gold, let's say. And
Absolutely.
it's so beautiful. Like to me, the best part about astrology is becoming aware of your own tools, becoming aware of your own pattern and stepping over it.
Absolutely. You actually helped me a couple things where I was looking at going, what's going on here with this relationship or this friendship or whatever I'm looking at which also I know is coming up soon for a lot of people in relationships, right? At this time.
Oh, definitely. Because we're under eclipses in Scorpio. And whenever we have eclipses in Scorpio, there is deep regenerational, transformational, deep deaths, deep rebirths. And Scorpio is the energy of sexuality. So there's going to be extremely passionate encounters. Scorpio is the energy that is born out of Libra, and Libra is the energy of relationships. So Scorpio, eclipses in Scorpio take us to go one step further in our relationships. And it's either all or nothing. Whatever was hanging by a thread faces a huge death. And whatever needed to be born will be born with the brightest and most intense fire and passion to regenerate you and to like love you back to life.
Oh, that's beautiful. Wow. And so that period is from when to when?
So now we're under eclipse season. Eclipse season started the 25th of
Mhm.
September, and it goes through the 23rd of November. So we have a couple months of deep transformation, of deep emotional experiences, of really learning to open ourselves up to love, to another person, to face our deepest traumas and turn them into our biggest and most valuable assets. And the way we're going to do that is with another person, either when it comes to like either job wise, like professionally, or either in our love department, is really about stepping into the unknown,
Mhm.
but into your own unknown. And the way you're going to step into this darkness within is with another person holding your hand and showing you the way in. I know this sounds very beautiful, but it might be very scary. It might be very new. It might be very challenging
Right. Yeah,
because it's
I
transformation territory.
right. So we're in transformation time. For me, I definitely feel it towards business and going into partnership in business, which, being the Leo that I am, my sun sign, I definitely like to be the Leo. So it's
Be the
definitely like
light.
as like stepping into that space definitely can be overwhelming. So
Mhm.
most definitely.
Well,
Um,
especially because Leo's the energy of the light of the sun, and Scorpio is pretty much, I mean, it's not the opposite complementary, but it's a pretty opposing energy when it comes to the frequency that it manages. Because Leo is the highest form of light, and Scorpio is the highest form of darkness that takes you to light. Scorpio is the energy of the cave, of everything that's hidden under earth or underwater. And Leo comes to shine bright. Scorpio comes to dig deep into finding the light where it was not seen.
mm,
So it's like dealing light and darkness, complete polarity. And it can be very challenging because it's needing to face a dark area when I want to be just light.
wow, wow. And so that also in this time, there will be uh, stories from your past as far as things that you dealt with in 2010 to 2012. Would
Yeah.
that be that what this period is as well, or is that
So 2012, we had on 2012 we had eclipses in Taurus and Scorpio.
okay?
In that time, the North Node was in Scorpio, South Node was in Taurus. Right now, 2022 and 2023, the North Node is in Taurus, South Node is in Scorpio. The nodal axis is an axis that is found by the orbit of, or the intersection of the orbit between the moon around the sun and the earth, the moon around earth and the earth around the sun. So that those two orbits, when they cross, they create an axis, and that axis is what is called in astrology the North Node, or head of the dragon in karmic astrology, or South Node, or tail of the dragon. So now October, November 2022, we're having eclipses of South Node because the sun is going to be transiting through the Scorpio constellation. And Scorpio, as South Node or tail of the dragon till 2023, is going to guide us into detoxing our system. Because at the end of the day, what is the tail of the dragon? It releases what is no longer nutritious for the dragon. It
Right.
releases what is no longer nutritious for us. And as humanity, we're dealing with detoxing our lives of old traumas or old wounds that we still had pending to heal. So the old wounds that we're going to be dealing with are issues or situations that happened between 2009 and 2013. The most significant situations, peaking probably in 2013, I feel that's when they could have peaked. But close to those years, we all were dealing with important situations, important disasters, so many breakups at that time, especially, and also 2022 is a year of huge, big breakups, big breakups. But it's also a time to regenerate yourself and truly find your new version. Or it's like almost like the Phoenix experience, rising from the ashes. So we were all shown what ashes feel like in 2022. And it's time now, like as the eclipse season 2022 in November, like South Node eclipses, it's about recovering what needed to be recovered. Like it's almost like when we're eating, when we're ingesting food, what the nutrients or the nutritious benefits that those foods have, we're gonna integrate in our body. But what we no longer need, or those aspects that were toxic or that is not good for us to keep, we're gonna let go of.
Like
And that's
jobs
what
or relationships,
there we
etc.
go. There
Okay.
we go. But we're going
Mhm.
to be dealing with situations from 29 or 2013, like those years. But we're
Mhm.
going to see them from a different perspective because obviously we're not the same people. We're not the same persons. We don't have the same level of awareness, of consciousness. So we're really going to see a different viewpoint, and we're going to be able to experience or to explore or to enjoy circumstances that we didn't have the ability to enjoy at that time because they were too traumatic.
Wow.
So
This is
it's
exciting
reliving
times.
traumatic experience. Yes, super exciting. And especially 2023 is a year to remember for sure. There's a big shift of awareness, big shift of consciousness. There's going to be so much happening technologically, so much happening in social media, so many changes in the way we see the world and on what matters to us. And this is going to be due to Earth making big shifts and big changes. Earth, the land, our resources, our foods, the way Earth, I mean, it's nothing that we have never, like, it's not something new that humans have never lived before. It's just Earth following its cycles, but its next cycle is a lot of movement. So Earth
Mhm.
can be shaky,
Like
volcanoes can be
earthquakes.
active. Yes.
Mhm.
Water can be like, I mean, it has to do with Earth, tectonic plates. All of that is
Right.
going to be shaky. So it's also because as humans, we're also awakening. So that awakening is also felt in Earth. We're cells of the planet. So if we awaken, Earth awakens. When Earth awakens, there's movement.
Right.
It has to recalibrate. And that's what I feel that is coming a lot. And what I like a lot about this upcoming time is that it has taught us a lot about unity. So what I'm teaching now in my workshops and in my trips that I'm now designing and planning is unity, as you well experienced.
Ah, that's the best word to describe your group, your event. I don't, I mean, retreat's a great word, but I don't feel like it gave it enough. It's just life changing
I
is
would
what
not
I can
call it a
call it.
retreat. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't use that word. It was amazing. And the best word to describe it is unity. And it starts from the top, right? It's the way you organize it and put it together. I felt unconditional love and support. And I definitely I definitely had a lot of work. Just now balancing right now, like yeah, it was a lot. It was amazing. But yeah, I highly recommend anyone. I will put Mercedes information on the bottom of the video. Definitely follow her and try to join in. I will be hopefully joining you on your next one.
Hmm.
We'll see. I
Yeah. So excited. So
know.
excited. And I was so happy to have you there, Saba. Thank you so much
Of
for
course.
your love and your unity and your unconditionality.
Yeah, thank you so much. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed our discussion. If you have any questions, definitely post it down below. Mercedes is an amazing soul. If you just want to get started and understanding what astrology is, I highly recommend you booking it. Or if you're definitely well informed and know everything about astrology, you trust me that Mercedes knows a lot. Definitely reach out to her. And yeah, thank you so much for joining us, Mercedes. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Saba.
Thank
So much
you.
love and gratitude.
Appreciate it. Bye bye.